Okay, Advance, welcome back. So tonight I've got something slightly different for you when it comes to the fitness section. What I've done is I'm creating a new program for a different generation, essentially. But I've put this into your program because I believe it's something that would benefit you guys a lot. Now, there is a skipping section, which is standard, but there's also a weight section. If you have weights, grab any weight and this will work. The same movements will work. If you do not have weights, at the point when we do the weights, which is just 3 minutes today, take the time to do your 50, 50, 50, okay? 50, 50, 50 is a really good foundation to work from to keep your body strong and working in the right direction. If, however, you have weights, then obviously go with the weights, and in that 3 minute section just gives you a little taster. I've only done one round of it, and the reason being is because we're doing movements part 2 today, and it's a long discussion. There's quite a lot of things for me to go through, and once you've gone through it, you can then practice those drills as well. Anyway, enjoy the class. I'll speak to you all soon. If you have any questions, please holler and I'll speak to them. Take care.
Okay team, so an explanation of how we're going to do the barbell sets, okay? My barbell sets are designed to 1, get you lean, 2, build muscle, 3, help you be explosive in the martial arts. So, what could you use? You could use standard dumbbells, if you really want, up to you, I don't mind. You could use plates, 1 plate, 2 plates, up to you. You could use medicine ball, you could even use kettlebell. Today, or my preference, because I have a barbell, I like to weigh it around about 20 kilos, meaning my barbell's 10, 2 lots of 5, and that's it. Me and this sucker can do so much. All right? I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder, I'm looking to be a martial artist. So explosive stuff. Grab one of these, and when you go through the barbell set, I'll show you how to use it. That's it, team. Keeping a regular pace. Make sure your wrists are turning the rope, not your arms. It's all in the wrists. So we can do different rhythms. Some of you can see it real good, some of you can't. Don't worry, you'll learn it. Skipping is excellent for your cardiovascular. 10 minutes of skipping is like 30 minutes of jogging. So, skipping is an important element. What else does skipping do? It helps you reduce body fat. Absolutely. Yes. Produces rhythm in the martial arts. Yes. Keep it going, team. If you're struggling to do it with the rope, you are welcome to do it without. We're getting used to moving the feet, keeping on the toes. As you can see, I'm doing a regular dance step. Stepping from side to side. If you want to do 2 feet together like that, you can. Or once you've got the rhythm, you can start switching it up. You can start lifting up your knees, doing all kinds of crazy techniques. But for the moment, fundamentals. Just 3 minutes. Eventually, you can build yourself up. 10 minutes. Yeah. But for now, as a fundamental, skipping 3 minutes. We are 1.5 minutes in. We are halfway through. You're lucky enough to meet up with me in Thailand, go on tour, we do some training in the training camp. The skipping ropes are a lot bigger. They are cool. So getting the fundamentals right now is key. That's it, team. So this is round number 1. We are 1 minute more to go. Keep breathing, keep working, keep hard. If the rope ever stops, keep moving your feet. That's the key. Don't just stand still. Promised land is in sight. That's it. 30 seconds left. That is all. And then we can get our 30-second water break. Move on to the next section. Keep it going, team. Nearly there. 10 more seconds. You can do it. Keep it going. Train hard. Rest easy. And that is time. Okay team, so we're going to deadlift. Bend your knees slightly, push your hips back. When you come forward, squeeze through your glutes. When I change the angle, you should see my butt going backwards, not down. That's it, so we're changing angles to see my butt. Just so you can see my butt is going backwards towards the wall and not down. I'm not squatting. Good, so you can see from that angle the difference. Going back to the front. Excellent. So we're now going to move into a row. So push your bum out and bring the bar up just beneath your chest plate to your stomach. Notice my elbows from the side, on the side angle, is going behind my back, so my shoulder blades are touching. We are rowing. The opposite of doing a chest press is a row. Really important to get the balance. A few more seconds and we're going to go into a easy peasy stuff, bicep curl. So change your hand position, keep the elbows in, you roll up and down. The key to this, good technique, and just repetition. Get as many done as possible in the time frame. Keep breathing, keep working. Yes, yes, yes. Keep going. That's it. That's it, we're nearly there. Good. A few more seconds. And time. So switch, put your thumbs close together. You're gonna bring the bar up, all the way up to your chin. That's it, like this. Good. That's it. Keep your back as straight as possible. Bend your knees slightly to keep your core and your balance that you need. Make sure there's no injuries. Keep going, team. Nearly there. This upright row. And we're going to switch your hand position to shoulder press. So from this position, to a military press, from my chest up and back down. That's it. Try to pump out as many as you can. Try and get to your beast mode once you get to technique. That's it. Keep your back straight. Bend your knees. That's it. We need there. Oh, 10 more seconds. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. That's it. And then we're going to finish off the last exercise in this barbell set. Your squat. So put the bar into your neck or shoulder blades. Squat as low as you can and back up. This is one variation. I actually prefer doing a squat without the weights, and get my bum all the way to the ground. Notice in this instance my knees are pointed out, my toes are pointed out. This isn't the best form for a squat, but it's keeping me safe. Nearly there. 10 more seconds. Keep your back as straight as possible. Drive out through your legs. A few more seconds. That's it. Barbell set. Done. And time. Arms straight, roll your shoulders up. Keep your head in the same position, you're crunching, team. So my shoulders come off the floor, but my back stays on the floor. It's just my upper abs, we are crunching. It's a nice basic and important one to develop. That's it, especially around the solar plex. I want to condition that. It's a weakness in your armory if it's not strong. It should be strong as standard. We're going to pulse, going up all the way up and roll back. Nice and basic. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep it going. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to touch the opposite leg when we come up. So you lift your leg up and touch. Come up and touch. Come up and touch. Come up and touch. Come up and touch. And touch. And touch. Keep going. Touch. That's it. And touch. Keep going, team. Now what we're going to do is windscreen wipe. Hands out, feet up, just fall to one side, keep shoulders on the floor, and then fall to the other side. That's it. So your obliques are working out. Straighter, keep the legs better. If you can lift your hips in between like this, even better. But for today, nice and simple. Side to side windscreen wipe. Good. That's it. And time. Feet down. Touch your heels. Got alternate ankles or heel taps. Notice my neck and my head is off the floor. The more speed I generate, better. If you want it harder, go to the opposite angle. These are your obliques we're attacking. Keep working. A few more seconds. Now we're going to attack the lower abs. This is really important we hit this area. So from here, arms are out, feet together, I'm going to circle and go around the world. That's it. Keep going, team. Keep going. When we go one direction, we've got to switch to the other. You're ready to switch now. Let's go the other way. That's it. Good. Keep hitting. Keep working. Almost lands in sight. Only a few more seconds. Yes, yes, yes. And time. Excellent work, team. Well done.
Yes, welcome back, team. So today in our advanced session, let me just get you guys set up so you understand what we're doing. Last week we were focused on movement, right? Movement it is, correct. Last week we were focused on movement, and I went through with you, just have a quick recap. Movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back corner movement. 5, 6, crossover, 7, stance, 8. Then we went into the spins, which are a lot more advanced. Spinning off to this way. Then switch stance, spinning off this way, 9 and 10. And 11 and 12 was using your back leg to spin out, which is super advanced. Switch stance. Hope you practiced and had fun, because just being able to be fluid is a key part. If you are into any of the things that Bruce Lee used to talk about, the being like the nature of water, being fluid, being powerful enough to destroy. You can't choose, but at the same time fit into a glass. So the ability to adapt, that's kind of the foresight, or kind of what you want to be as a martial artist. So last week was about movement. This week is about movement again. I call it movement part 2 because it's all the areas that isn't just your footwork. There are other areas that we haven't talked about in relation to how you advance yourself from just being static. So what I want to talk about is slipping. bobbin weaving, the blitz, and that, believe it or not, is enough. But we'll go through it stage by stage. So first things first, slipping and bobbing and weaving. Just so we're clear, a slip, when the punch comes down the center line, you are evading the punch. If the punch just brushes over your shoulder, that's the perfect slip. Yeah. Slipping was originally from boxing, okay? Slipping, bobbing and weaving works very well in boxing because it's all about timing. Not only do you evade the attack, but you also find an opening. Obviously, if you're slipping poorly, then you get hurt. If you bob weave poorly, you get hurt. But the idea of it, when you do it right, is actually you expose the other person's weaknesses. The very best boxers, if you watch them drill, they drill constantly how to slip, bob and weave. Mike Tyson's a perfect example. Mike Tyson's 53. You see him training the other day. I was watching, I was like, not that I want him to fight, because I don't want him to fight, he's too old to fight, but watching him get down so low, and even at 53, you're like, what was he doing at 21? Yeah? So, what I'm trying to get across to you is, this is all about head movement. Now, here's a rule you have to understand. If you're boxing, slipping, bobbing, weaving, cool. Definitely advantageous. If you're kickboxing, yeah, cool. Now, you go try doing Thai boxing, slight dilemma. Meet Mr. Knee. Always meet Mr. Knee. A Thai boxer's solution to that is anytime you're going low line, they'll just get the time right and boom. And that's it. I've seen it countless times happen between a kickboxer and a Thai boxer. Now, if it's MMA, you can kind of get away with it because not everybody's thinking Thai boxing mode or kickboxing mode. They're being martial artists and adapting to the situation. So there's a time and a place to use this particular type of movement, and you have to be smart and wise about that. So let's just quickly go through how you do a slip. To me, slipping is like hip hop dancing. Drop your shoulder left, drop your shoulder right. You would have that little bounce in your step. If the line is here, I slip across. I slip across. My hands should be here initially. Over the years, I've just got used to moving my head, so I want the ability to move my hands. So once you understand how to slip, you must now start to not just miss the punch, be able to engage. So I'm going to show you a couple of things you can practice. If I slip the punch, this shoulder that's evaded the punch is now my punching hand immediately. So I can slip and punch. I slip, but at the same time punch. I put that together, I slip, punch, bang. Because I'm coiled. With this position, I'm already coiled to hit with power. If I don't even punch with this hand, and I slip, boom, lots and lots of power. Okay, body or head, okay? If I slip the other way, boom, I can punch with my front hand as well. So I punch, now I can hit with this one. The only problem is when I hit with this one, kind of exposed. It's better, in my opinion, to be more of a neutral stance. So if you slip, if you're going to hit here, you can move off. Remember the footwork I was talking about the other day? If I slip the other way, boom, you can move off. This is things to consider. So if I was you, drill slipping and drill slipping with punches. So that's slipping, okay? Really important. Excellent boxing, works good with kickboxing, Thai boxing. Yeah, in my opinion, it's not the area you want to go. Bobbing and weaving. Bobbing and weaving is two parts actually. To bob, it's a bit like, I don't go fishing, but a bob in fishing when it goes up and down the water. So from here, your legs are apart and you're bobbing. The weaving part is a circular motion. Now, a lot of people get the direction wrong. If the person is throwing the punch, the hook, this punch, it's coming towards your face this side, you're not supposed to bob towards it. You're supposed to go away, weave away from it. So when the punch comes in from this direction, I bob, but I weave away, and then I come back. And when I come back, I'm trying to brush my face along his chest and under his armpit. If we do that, it's a perfect bob and weave. And the reason for this is, in the hook punch itself, the power is here, not here. If I get hit here, it doesn't hurt. So bobbing is one thing, weaving. So it's doing slow motion. I bob, the punch comes this way, I go this way initially, and then I go back on myself. If it's the other side, I bob, the punch comes in, I go with it, and back around. I like doing this with the guys in the academy because I can actually show them direction, because initially everyone goes the wrong way. So bob, and I get the pad and I press their head that way, and I make them roll underneath and go, ah, makes sense now. So like I said, bob and weaving, cool. Now, bob and weaving, same as a slip. You can counter attack with your technique straight away. So watch. When the bob and weave comes in, I bob, I weave. Initial, I could hit here and then hook. If it comes this way, I go with it. I could punch here, not really that much power, but if I come back in, bang, power there. So important part, when you come back in, so you move out initially and then come back in, that's when you can generate a lot of power. So from this point, if the punch is coming this way, I bob, I go with it. When I come back, body shot 1, boom, head shot 2. If it goes this way, same rule. I bob, I go with it. When I come back, body shot 1, body shot 2, or head shot 2. Yeah? Something you can drill. Really, really cool. Things I didn't tell you that you could do with a bob and weave, not just from a boxing perspective, from a grappling perspective. If the person is slipping, especially in the front hand, okay? If it's backhand, you can also do it as well, but you've got to have excellent timing. The punch comes in, straight line, I slip, but if I slip and move into the target, that's how my footwork was. I slipped and I stepped in, I'm low, I'm ready for the double leg takedown. So I slip the punch. Punch comes in, it goes over my shoulder, so I slip. At the time of doing it, at the same time I step in. My foot is in between their legs, I grab their legs, boom, I drive through them, the double leg takedown. Yeah. Traditionally it's that, you step in, lift them up, but just go through, it's easier. If I do the crossing hand, if I slip to the outside of this cross punch, he's actually off balance if I step in at this point. It could be like that, boom, and then go this way. I'm doing it on a screen like this, and it's much better when you have someone physically do it. Obviously in coronavirus, I'm at home, I'll show you the movements. Get the movements when we get back to the academy, and we're allowed to physically get closer. This will benefit you a lot. So that is essential to understand about the bob, the slipping and the bob and weaving. You can do the same thing with the takedowns for the bob and weave as well. So if the punch comes in this way, I can grab the person, boom, and then go opposite. Bobbing and weaving essentially creates an opening for you to hit and creates an opening for you to throw. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Now, blitzing. Time is really expiring, but I'm going to go through it. Blitzing is personal to me. The reason why it's personal to me is because people talk about you can trace your line in the martial arts. My line in the martial arts is I have 5 different instructors. So all of them different lines. My first instructor, Trevor Spencer in Stevenage, taught me kickboxing. Amazing guy, amazing instructor. And we were part of an association called the UMAI, United Martial Arts International. I don't know if they're still around. But essentially the person that ran that was a very famous kickboxer at the time called Kevin Bruton. Now, Kevin Bruton back in the 80s and 90s and all that period when they used to fight was a legend in this country. He was American but he came to this country, and he was a person that introduced the blitz to everyone. What is the blitz? Essentially, it's about gathering distance and pace. Traditionally, everybody steps forward, boxing wise, and then they throw their techniques. So just watch distance. If I'm here and I step on my front leg, it's about 1 meter, right? Kevin utilised the blitzing fashion, which defied all odds, by getting 2 meters. How did he do that? So from here, essentially, his back leg would move first. It's like a sprinter taking off from the blocks would move first, and then his front leg would gather you that much more distance. How does that work? Well, if you do it really fast and you lead with your front hand like a jab and step, bang, look how far my hand is. So if I did it from a jab perspective, that's one. Look how much distance I get with a step on my back leg. And this comes from, actually, if you go a bit deeper, go back to sword fighting, traditionally the movements are warrior movements. So if I start from here, I might be able to show you. My back leg, look how much distance I gain. So this movement alone, whoom, that movement of crossing over the legs, which is all foreign in martial arts, but in a sword fight makes perfect sense because you're getting distance. So essentially, the walking element allows you to pick up pace if you do it in the right way. There are negatives and positives to it. As a martial artist, you want to be able to do it because it's another tool on your belt. From my experience, when you fight with people that box or Thai box, they are not used to a blitz. It's an advantage because the timing is different. When you've got someone doing this, and they're right in front of you and you get close enough, boom, boom, right through them, it's fluttering. You can't do it all the time because they get used to the timing. Can you generate lots of power? Absolutely. Knockout power, easy knockout power. My recommendation, practice it. So that's the initial movement. In points, it would be like a bounce. And they would drill it like a reverse punch first. They would reverse punch and step and then come in. I look at it like I'm here, my front hand's going to hit. When I'm taking off, I've got to make my face poker face. I push, boom. But I push with the intentions of doing all my hand techniques to fill on. Closing the distance very, very quickly. It's called a blitz. Don't go up. A lot of people make a mistake going up and then down. You're trying to go direct, so push, boom, and hit. It's relevant in the UFC. I think not the other day, but I remember Masvidal using it against Darren Till. It was like, whoa, he's put him out. Darren Till's more of a, you look at his stance, you can see the Thai boxing element. Masvidal trains at American Top Team. If you look at the history of the people that have coached there, they have a mixture of it all. They've got Thai boxing, they've got sports tri, they've got it all. American Top Team is a really interesting team. They're very, very good, and they have a lot of input from all different areas, and they've evolved through time. I think Laborio used to be a part of that. I'm not sure if he's a part of it now, but Ricardo Laborio is a famous jiu-jitsu fighter. But yeah, through time and money and politics, I don't think that's the same now. So, but I'm pretty sure, I had the privilege of looking at their syllabus, and yeah, it was interesting to see that they had a crossover all these different styles. But if you look now, they've got loads of fighters that are world champions because they're able to deal with each situation. Amanda Nunes, look at the way she kicks. 1 minute she's power, 1 minute she's precise. She knocked out that girl the other day with a lovely head kick in Vegas, and it was just the timing wise, just snap, boom. Anyway, me rambling on, but those are the movements for today. Slip in, bob in, weave in, and the blitz. That should take whatever you've learned previous to a whole new level and make your basics a lot more advanced. Next week, we're going to start looking at more advanced techniques again, okay? Guys, have a great evening. Take care for now. Bye-bye.